Hey everybody, I just put some lotion on my hands. I was so ashy on the hands. It smells good. It was actually some lotion that was given to me by this man named Pablo that delivered our groceries. And it was so funny. I had ran out of lotion and we didn't have no oil that I would want to put on my body. Maybe we had like canola oil or something. Maybe not even that. Yeah, probably not even that, because I probably would have just put a little on to moisturize my hands. It was only my hands. I didn't have enough something. Anyway, he had like a little letter, and then as an extra, he had like a little thing of Jergens lotion. I don't know, I kind of give people a side eye. I don't really like taking much from people because I just don't know their intentions, and definitely have come back from a lot where I'm more aware concerning people. You know, I just don't jump at things. I'm not interested in a lot of stuff from people unless I feel led personally. But it was nice, and I took it, and that's what I used to moisturize these hands. I woke up looking at a few videos. Excuse me, my voice. I haven't long woken up, so I sound crunchy. It's okay. Love me anyway, because I sure do. I love me. So I woke up looking at a few things on YouTube before I got out of bed, and it inspired me because I've been really looking at what I really want moving forward. And one of the things I want in relationship of any sort is people that bring out my best inner child self, that's happy, safe, free, and creative. If they don't bring that vibe, and I'm talking about genuinely, then I don't want them in my life, because I've fought pretty hard to build her back up. As far as I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you the way I've allowed, or even the way things was allowed for a time. Like, that shit is over. So if anybody make you feel a way, if your spidey senses go off and you don't feel comfortable, baby Keturah, toddler Keturah, tween Keturah, teenage Keturah, even early 20s Keturah, who's just, putting her feet on the petals of life as an adult, then I got it. I'm on it, because we're not about marrying with anyone that is not right for us in this season of our lives, okay? Because I feel more than gosh, Miss Crunchable. It's a joke between me and my daughter, because I say I'm Miss Honey and I'm also Miss Crunchable, and I don't try to separate them because they both have a point, but in balance, okay? You can't be too sweet and you can't be too rigid. And so I say put them together, and then you have a balanced mama or a balanced teacher, and one who can have be respected for both aspects. No cutting in half the baby with me, okay? We want that baby whole. And for those who speak my spiritual, intellectual language, you'll get what I'm saying. So I'm not going to go deep into explaining that, but yeah, Empress energy. I don't know. I'm comfortable with saying I don't know, but I do know what I don't want anymore. I know that I'm beautiful inside and out. I know what I have to offer. I'm denial about my gifts, my beautiful mindset, my ability to speak up, my ability to retreat within. I'm aware of my value now. And now that I'm aware, it's more so like, okay, I'm looking for something, but not to the point of exhaustion. It's like, okay, God, I'm going by what you told me. Because it's kind of funny, not funny. I had taken up, I had bought some certification classes for something that I do, or I'm not actively doing, but I have received my credits for it, my certification for it. And the lady, there was a mix-up about the dates, and the lady that was over it, you know, who's a master at this particular thing I do, or don't do right now, but I'm certified for it. Just want to put it out there. She allowed me to be able to take the class just by myself or whatever. And the other lady that was going to be like hosting the class was on board, and the lady that's the master that's in the videos, because she wasn't going to be in the class with me like one-on-one or anything, because she, I guess, does that on the second day, but with the group or whatever. But since it was just me, she just appeared and said, she had she talked to spirit. And this is another thing, and with all due respect, when people say that, God told them or spirit told them something concerning myself or my situation, I no longer, because of their position or what they have or X, Y, and Z, or don't have, because I've always looked at people or spirit as valuable no matter who it came through. It could be somebody on the street, and if it resonate with me. It could be somebody up high. If it resonate with me. But this thought process that everybody knows something more than me, where I humbly submitted so many times to what people said that they got from God and ignored my own inner knowing, is no more. And I work on it every day, that it stays strengthened. And I think a lot of this, helped me release thinking of other people's guidance as more than my own. I'm grateful that I don't feel that way anymore. Some of the numbers I just saw was 808 and 811. That has been like a constant, they've been appearing a lot. 800, 808, 811, and recently 888. Like even in the tarot, I was getting 777 and 888, and I was like, okay, something is shifting and changing. And I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous about the shifts, the changes. But it's like, whatever. It is what it is. I'm over anything that makes me feel down. So anyway, she says to me, my inner child, needs attention basically. And she doesn't know me personally, what I do or how I do it or what I've been doing, but she's talking to me like as if though she, does, because of whatever contacted her and said. And she makes a comment that, I've been the one, holding, things back and blah, blah, blah. And right off, when she said, what did I feel about it? It was interesting. I said, it sounds real motherly. And I said it just like that. Y'all know how I channel energy. So I think Mama, who had been teaching, is the difference between her energy and this motherly, mother goose, you know, everything's got to look a certain way, appear a certain way, but it has so many issues underneath the surface, right? And I had been learning that through a book that I had been slowly making my way through, which is called Women That Run with Wolves. And she kind of goes over the archetypes, the perfect mother, the too good, mother, the mama energy, X, Y, and Z. If you're interested, you can pick that up yourself, look into it. And I realized that I had been holding myself to a certain standard, and I realized people didn't mind me doing it because it kept me preoccupied on a wheel that was just constantly turning me away from my purpose, my attention to the things that made me personally truly happy, and just focus on everyone else, okay? Not taking care of myself. And maybe I got the reward here and there once I've done enough, I guess, of getting some things for myself. And how I didn't really like using too much of my spouses at the time. It was certain seasons, income tax time, real lack energy, right? Income tax time, I can stock up on a little of the things that I like, or I can get a few, nice dresses. I can get some things I've been looking at and eyeballing for, the kids, X, Y, and Z. That's how I was. And I was stuck in that cycle, all while being looked down upon because of those cycles. It was like real confusing, but I'm not confused about it anymore. It was just a mind fuck of an existence, like I said, it's that energy of a lot of shit needs to be done, and a person knows it's overwhelming and it's too much for you, but just to watch you struggle is good enough for them. So, fuck that energy. And so when she came to me with this, I was like a lot healed in that area. And so I didn't receive what she said, and I just wanted to sit back and look, because she was like, I'm gonna do a past life, whatever. And it's so interesting. It's been naturally happening for me, because I've been given some things, and it's been very healing and sorrowful. It's been kind of bittersweet to be told of different past lives and what was going on in them. But anyway, she was going to do, it was her plan to do her own thing. She had, put it out there. She wanted to do that. Spirit had told her to do that for me. And she wanted me to come up with a name for my inner child, and etc. And we would meet back up so that she could do the session. And I also talked to her about why I chose a certain name. So time goes by and we don't reconnect or whatever. And at first it's like, oh, okay, whatever. But I was like, what kind of mind is that same energy? It's an energy. So it's like, not necessarily fuck her as a person, but fuck whatever was working through her to try to make me feel insecure. Okay, so I named myself. I named her Legally Blonde. Okay, because they had been coming up in my spirit for a while. Spirit had been talking to me about how people were doing things behind the scenes to me since I was a child, setting me up in certain predicaments, gaslighting me, telling me I did things that I did not do, or the things I did do that were out of character. They never helped me concerning, because they were the one doing it. They were the one offering me up as a sacrifice for whatever entities they had that was collecting off of me. And this blew my mind, because a lot of these people, they didn't have anything then. To my recollection, they don't have anything worth anything now, especially when it comes to soul, especially when it comes to love. They've always been, to me, dry. So I'm like, so what was the point of all of that suffering I went through as my childhood, y'all? It had us some things that I feel like I just brought over from my past life. It's not so much, God allowed me peace for a few years to gain strength. But then after those, like around 5, 6, it was a shit show. So, and it kept declining and kept declining and kept declining. I'm not lying to you. It was a shit fucking show. And so for her even to come at me like that, not knowing my background, to me was a little shady, or as some people say, a little shaky. Okay. But yeah, Spirit was conveying to me like there was so much happening to you, but you're not held to that. You know why? Because it was legal on your end. It was illegal for these people, but it was legal for you because you had no clue. You were just a child. And for anybody to talk that way, you know, to you concerning your childhood, and you didn't have anybody being truthful and honest and helping you, that everybody was like a handler in a negative sense. Fuck them. Because what did your daddy say? Or what was the masculine energies that visit you during your spiritual bath? What did they call you? And the energy that channeled through me during a spiritual bath called me Tova. It says, you are Tova. And I was like, what the fuck is Tova? I was thinking it in my mind, and it channeled through me. Look it up. And when I have these channelings, they're always great. The more and more I've accepted them, right? And so I did. I looked it up. And it basically means good girl. Okay? And it really tripped me out. It made me cry. And that's what people was trying to rob me of. You know, my innocence in a lot of things. I mean, from the false accusations concerning things, from, you know, setting me up, doing different things to try to make me look bad, X, Y, and Z. But it's like God wanted me to know. And I feel like it was Ascended Masters, masculine energy. I felt like it was more than one, but because it was different tones channeled through me during that bath. And they just wanted me to know that I was good. This was a time for me to affirm that. They were affirming it for me, but I needed to know it. So I'm grateful I was prepared for her bullshit. And so anyway, and I don't digress, because to me that was rude and it was wrong. Investigate before you throw stuff out there, because you don't know how that could, you know, and the fact that she waited so long and never did do anything concerning it, and I end up reaching out and speaking my mind, it just made me feel like it was a setup for me to feel some type of way. You know, the enemy was still working, and through somebody that was supposed to be good, quote unquote. But, you know, I'm kind of been used to that, you know, whether it's a so-called Christian that got a word for you, but if anything, it's supposed to drag you back into the mire of feeling less than. It's a so-called spiritualist, but really they're, you know, they're just cloaked. And like I said, I don't know if this is completely of her character, but whatever decided to sit in with her or come to her concerning me, it was negative. But I can pull the positive out of it. It's like Saturn behind me. You gonna let her talk to you like that type of energy? You gonna let that just sit there? No, Dad. One of the many, right? Shango energy too, you know. You gonna not bring the justice to yourself, because I'm telling you, you legal, baby. You're legal in these streets. I don't give a fuck what they coming to you with. I feel the energy coming over me now with my voice being more assertive, but it's like they wanted me to know, like, you're good. And so I don't want anybody in my life that doesn't add to that good feeling. You know, me knowing my value and my worth. And I'm not bitter about any of these things. Like I never was. I always was pick myself up after my world being rocked and keep trying. I mean, I've had my seasons of just listening to Badu. I've been through it all, and like not wanting to talk to nobody, but I wasn't wishing ill on anybody either. I was just trying to figure out my life, so to speak. And I felt like, or I feel like, people just weren't a vibrational match to me. I didn't have any family that matched me. I didn't have any friends that matched me. I didn't have a lover or any lovers when I decided to try to test the waters that matched me. Everybody just seemed like they wanted to just gain control, you know, master me instead of themselves. Nobody was trying to journey alongside of me. They wanted to puppeteer my journey, you know. And these seeds, a lot of times they sowed into me was just to cause me insecurity. And a lot of times I took the bait, because whatever healing that would happen, or anytime I was trying to work on myself, it was another blow, another blow, another blow. And so now I just feel ready for whatever concerning going towards what's really for me. Like, I don't want it delayed anymore. I'm patient, I'm kind, I'm gentle, I'm loving with myself. Okay? And I want to know what love is too. I'm used to giving it the best I could, right? I could see what people needed, and I wanted to be that for them. Oh, God. I wanted to be that so bad in the past for the people in my life, and it would grieve me a lot of times that my efforts would go not noticed, not appreciated, not respected, or it would be null and void because things would fall down, crash and burn. And I took it personally. I took it as a personal reflection on myself, that I couldn't fix it. I don't know if it's just the Isis energy in me, but it grieved me every time I couldn't heal a situation. Oh my God, this is like, saying it out loud is so healing right now for me. So hence the tears. I'm very grateful to say this out loud. It grieved me that I couldn't heal the situations in my life, and I took it as a failure on my end as a healer, because I know that's who I am. But you can't make nobody accept your love. You cannot make anybody hear you. You cannot make people understand that you come from a good place if they're not ready to receive you. It's just, it is what it is. And so now I'm at the point, I'm not trying to give to nothing that doesn't want to receive me. I'm not trying to stick around. I'm not trying to be heard past, a point. That doesn't mean that, if we don't see eye to eye, or you don't hear me on the first time, I'm just like, fuck you. No, you'll know. I feel like a lot of us will know. 311 just showed its growth, but that constantly trying to beat a dead horse, constantly speaking to that brick wall, constantly trying to bring water to somebody that don't want to open their mouth, or medicine. I was listening to medicine. The medicine to someone that doesn't want to open their mouth. And that means you have to be receptive to your own intuition of knowing what you need, because you do know what people need. It's just that people haven't been accepting of you. They haven't wanted to hear you. They haven't wanted to receive, and holding that type of energy, and that's what you're supposed to do. It will make you feel like you're failing everyone, but no, baby. And I'm saying that to myself, and I'm saying that to you. No, baby, you can't do that to yourself. You are Tova. You are a good girl. You are a good boy on the inside. You're a good woman. You're a good man. Don't let anybody make you feel less than because they chose to neglect and abuse your healership, your healing abilities, your empathy, your confidence in love. These people were just trying to make you be not confident in love anymore, in your healing abilities. It was just to strip you. And you got to know that I've been seeing a lot of 444s lately, and I'm grateful for that reminder of protection and love especially from masculine energies, it's like they've been around me so, and they've been encouraging me to rest and be at ease, and I'm grateful for them, because I kind of was questioning, do masculine energy love me? I go to them. I've loved Christ, but I've seen so many people hate me for my love for Christ, or I've loved, Buddha, or any, or just the masculines that were in my life in the past. It's like I showed them love. I tried to observe. I tried to give space. I tried so many things, and it just didn't work. And so it just made me like, maybe the Father hates, you go through that. Maybe the Father doesn't love me. Maybe the Ascended Masters don't love me, or X, Y, and Z. But it's the furthest from the truth. It's a lie. Hey, Caleb. And I guess I'll end it on that note, because my sun is up, and I have some things I need to do towards myself and some other things. So I just wanted to share that I'm not with anybody. I'm not for anybody tearing me down anymore. Like, if it don't fit, it just don't fit. And that should be the same for you guys. 6'11" may be important.